Puget Sound Outcasts versus the Texas Outlaws. Texas takes this one in the end, 200-113. Excellent game from both teams. We're witnessing the rise of Texas at this moment. We're witnessing the assembling of the mighty squad from Texas, and they filled out their ranks a little bit today, filling out their jammer rotation, and really showing what they've got as they take their first win for the weekend. Really, Texas established the lead in the very beginning and ran away with it. There weren't a lot of lead changes. They pretty much had control of the game the whole time, and I think a lot of that had to do with the fact that they were able to attack consistently throughout the game. They've got a very deep jammer rotation. Dr. Feelgood, Lucky Charmer, Buster, Rufio, the Enabler. I mean, it's just a lot of weapons to hit you with. Puget, of course, is still running with Scott Slamilton, Corporal Punishment, Quadzilla taking some reps, and they brought in Fancy Pants to kind of round out their thing. So this was a slow game. This is a very kind of grinding game. I mean, there wasn't a lot of individual stuff I saw. A lot of there were times when the teams worked together, kept their packs tight, but for a lot of times they got separated. And so we saw a lot of one-on-ones in space. That was kind of how it went down. It was a very physical game, really top-heavy. A lot of people dealing big hits with their shoulders, people swinging from around in blind spots and going for these big knockdown hits, not the drive-outs that we were kind of seeing from Magic City earlier. For Texas, the difference maker is the jammers, 100%. With the addition of Rufio back into their lineup, they're deep. If any of their guys has a rough game, they've got somebody to take their spot. And in the pack, they've got what I like to call warhammer hitters, guys that just hit you in the chest so hard that everything stops. Guys like Rhino and Uncle Jesse, and they know how to time and they know how to fly out of the shadows and sort of deliver these big hits, and they're psychologically as well as physically damaging. So that was a big impact. For Puget, they definitely maintaining their big size. They didn't have as much success tonight. I think it was because they're integrating a lot of new players. They've got some fresh blood. They had some players leave. I think they had 9 players retire. So they've had some turnover. So they were definitely dealing with that. And you could tell that they weren't as cohesive as they've been in the past. Although they did show some nice signs of it. And I think there's some good stuff in the future coming for them. So a lot of that. For my fourth whistle warriors of the game, my pick for Texas is going to be welcome back to the dance, Mr. Rufio. We're glad to have him back. He got injured his knee last year and missed the tournament. We're glad to have Keith back rocking it. He had a great game today, scored upwards of 40 points, and really bringing that energy and that kind of the creative attacking that really is. He's fun to watch, and he had a great game, and it's really good to see him strong and back. So good to see Rufio. And on Puget Sound, Scotty Slamilton. He just gets it done. He's so good. And he had to take a beating to earn all the points he did. I think he scored in the upper 40s and really had a great game, although he took a lot of heavy damage. So I'm sure he'll be able to pick himself up and rebound. But, it was a good game. It wasn't anything too flashy, but definitely, what we expect, which is just really confrontational, especially from the West Coast, and then Texas, they're just not afraid to get down and get dirty. So, but technically, there wasn't anything that I saw that was, I think a lot of it just has to do with sitting around all day and waiting to play, and so I bet you we'll see Texas calm down a little bit later on. But that's going to do it for me. Next up, we got the number 2 St. Louis Gatekeepers are going to be taking on Portland's Bridgetown Menace. Portland won this morning. And so we'll get a chance to see what the Gatekeepers have for us, and looking forward to it. That's going to do it for me right now. I'm High Pains Drifter. This is Fourth Whistle. We'll see you after the next game.